Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. So in today's reading, we're going to take a look at a message from your person's heart and see what they want to say to you from their heart space. So go ahead and resonate with one of the piles and we'll get started. Alright, pile 1, let's get into your reading and see what message your person has for you from the heart. Alright. Pile 1. What does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1 from their heart? What does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1 from their heart? We have the Magician, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like the message here from your person is that your person definitely has a lot of desire for you, and they definitely want to create you in their life here with the Magician. The Magician definitely represents the divine masculine energy of creation that we all carry within us. You know, we see something that we find attractive, we find desirable, whether that's a person or an experience or something like that, and then we, call it into our life. And so I feel like that's really what your person wants to do, either through manifestation or through physical action, because here with the Queen of Wands, you are quite, magnetic and attractive to this person. You have a very beautiful sensuality. I'm hearing you have a very beautiful figure as well, so you may just be very physically attractive, but I feel like there's also an emotional component where there is something with your personality that is very magnetic. And here with the Knight of Pentacles, your person wants you to know that they want to be persistent and they want to pursue you here for some sort of commitment is what I'm feeling. And that they want to be, faithful and true to you here, that, they have their eye on the prize, so to speak, with you, and they want to keep sort of, acting on that desire. And I sense that your person with the Knight of Pentacles is not wanting to be sort of flighty or hot and cold with you. I sense that they know what they want, and I'm hearing they're going to stop at nothing to get it. So your person definitely has a lot of grit, I feel like, and they know that you are the person for them is what I'm sensing. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1 from their heart? What does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1 from their heart? What does Pile 1's person want to say? Alright, so we have the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles, and the Moon. Okay, so this is interesting. The Seven of Swords can represent deception and self-sabotage. Sometimes it can also represent betrayal. And then paired with the Hierophant, these are very opposing energies. The Hierophant is all about sort of attunement to one's higher self, and I see it as a very virtuous energy, integrating a lot of spiritual lessons. So what I'm seeing here, for those of you where it resonates that maybe your person has been wearing masks or hiding or being strategic with you, not showing a lot, or even if there was an element of betrayal in this connection, I think your person wants you to know that they are learning their lessons around this, and I feel like they want you to know that this behavior is going to sort of cease as they ascend more spiritually. We also have the Three of Pentacles and the Moon. So the Three of Pentacles can be about building a really strong foundation here. This also could be about reconciliation, I'm sensing. For those of you where there are things that maybe do need to be, I'm meaning like maybe trust that needs to be rebuilt here with the Seven of Swords, or the connection needs to be strengthened maybe. Your person wants to put in that effort to maybe regain the strength that you guys once had together, or they want to build on it with more honesty so that you guys can have a brighter future together. Because here with the Moon, I'm sensing that there may have been a lot of secrets in this connection, a lot of maybe very deep emotions that were not shared with you. And I think your person wants you to know that there was a lot maybe going on behind the scenes as far as their feelings that maybe they didn't reveal in the past. And so, you may have been confused as to, what your person's feelings for you were exactly, because they may have been very careful not to let this mask slip. But I feel like your person wants to sort of bring you out of the dark, so to speak, and maybe really show you what's actually going on with them. I'm going to clarify a bit now. All right. Clarify the Moon, a message from Pile 1's person to Pile 1. What do they want to say to Pile 1 from their heart? What does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1 from the heart? Clarify the Moon. What does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1 from the heart? Clarify the Moon. pile one's person want to say to pile one? Okay, let's see. Okay, so here with the world, I sense that this is about like these cycles I feel like that are completing within your person's life. These are those sort of karmic cycles within them or even externally that are sort of completing, and your person is gaining a sense of wholeness and maturity. And you can see that here with the King of Pentacles coming out. This is a very mature energy. I feel like very stable. So this secrecy, you know, these hiding of emotions is kind of coming full circle, and your person is wanting to be, I feel like, more expressive of their intentions and their feelings in the physical world here. The moon can also represent maybe even mental health issues your person has also been dealing with, so that could also be a sign that they are working through their own shadow side. Maybe they've been doing shadow work. Could even be that they were going through a dark night of the soul at one point, and they're kind of coming out of it now, and they're learning all these really significant lessons. We also have the Five of Cups, and that says, I wish you were here, I miss you so much. So for those of you, there may be separation here in this connection, or some sort of disconnect, maybe emotionally. Again, if your person was repressing a lot, you may not be, you know, feeling that depth of emotional intimacy with them at this time. And if there is a separation as well, I feel like it has maybe sent your person into doing shadow work, into reflecting on their subconscious mind, you know, their past and things like that. And also, you know, there is a sense of a lot of regret here for, I think, this Seven of Swords behavior too. If this caused a separation between you, you know, a betrayal or something like that, you know, it's really, I feel like it's humbled your person and really caused them to self-reflect and want to do better going forward here. It's interesting with the Magician, that's the energy of like, you know, as within, so without. So I sense that your person may have had some subconscious blockages around maybe worthiness of love, things like that, insecurities. And so that may have manifested into turbulence in the relationship, or them causing problems due to self-sabotage, things like that. And so I feel like with the Magician and the Hierophant, it's like your person is, and also I'm seeing that the King of Pentacles, your person is like finally maybe gaining control of themselves. And also I'm hearing like something about mindfulness. So maybe they're more mindful about their thoughts and their feelings, and starting to maybe watch their thoughts more. It's like they're stepping into, I'm hearing like their God self. So becoming more of the creator rather than like the victim of their own life, which they may have been a bit in that victim mentality before. Let's see, let's clarify the Seven of Swords, actually. Clarify the Seven of Swords, a message from pile one's person's heart to pile one. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one from the heart? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one from the heart? Okay. The moon again, the star, and the Six of Cups. So yeah, definitely reconciliation in this pile. It says, I cherish our love. So yeah, despite however they acted here with the Seven of Swords behavior, there definitely is a soulmate connection here. Your person feels it. I think they always felt it. And they do want to reconcile with you. I think they kind of even want to make up for this. So that could be they want to apologize for their behavior, or it could even be like, I'm hearing like letting you behind the curtain, like maybe telling you what was really going on with them, why they made the choices that they did. And yeah, they've been looking at their own, I feel like, inner complexity here. They've been looking at their shadow side. I feel like I'm hearing that for a long time they have been running from their shadow side. And so that also could have caused them to run away from this connection, because it might have shown too much light on it and kind of triggered them. But I feel like they finally are kind of having the courage to really look and also heal here with the star. I also feel like with the star, this is them really wanting to heal the relationship. They want to heal your connection. They still have a lot of hope, you know, for the future here. And I think they hope that maybe someday they can return to you and that you guys can reconcile, because I sense that this connection is very important to them despite how they've acted, especially with the Six of Cups. They may even see you as their soulmate, or they've become aware of that recently. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, a message from pile one's person's heart to pile one. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one from the heart? Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, clarify the Knight of Pentacles. What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from the heart? Okay, interesting. So we have the fear card, but it kind of came out reversed. So what I'm sensing is there was a lot of fear in the past, maybe even fear of commitment, which is why there was self-sabotage and things like that. But it's like they want you to know that they're kind of putting this fear behind them. And when they come towards you, they want to be courageous. They want to finally have the courage to maybe go after what they've really been wanting. Because with the Empress here, that says, your beauty nurtures my soul, especially the Empress and the Queen of Wands. Like, you are definitely the most beautiful person to them. You are so just kind of perfect. I feel like their ideal sort of feminine or masculine. You know, you may carry the divine feminine energy, but be masculine. But anyway, so you are just the most attractive person to them. And so if they avoided this connection, or they ran away from you, or they betrayed you or something like that, I feel like what they want you to know, this was due to their own fear. They have always seen you as their ideal, as like perfection. And so they do want to, you know, return to you. And also the Empress is sort of the energy of the home too. It's very, I think it's Taurus. And I think your person feels like you are their true home. You know, you are where they feel at peace, really safe, really secure. And so they want to come back to that security, that feeling with you. And I don't feel like they have found this, maybe this depth of connection outside of this relationship. And I think it's taught them a lot as well. Maybe even the absence of this connection in their life has taught them a lot of lessons, and I feel like they want you to know that. All right, let's get some oracle cards now. All right, pile one. What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? We have joy. What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? What does pile one's person want to tell? Let's see, we have facade and grief. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Also soulmate on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like that's what they're saying, is that, you know, it's kind of a similar energy almost. Both these women have their arms up, kind of like similar. This is very like Queen of Wands, especially with the sunflower, kind of like Leo energy. So yeah, you are like the sunshine in this person's life, or you are a light in their life, and you do, you know, inspire them, fill them with lots of joy, lots of happiness. I feel like you always did. And then we have the facade and then grief. So it's like your person was wearing a mask. They had a facade up. They were not showing you who they really were, how they really felt about you, that maybe they acted like, you know, you didn't make them happy, or they didn't want you in their life or something like that. And so, yeah, it has caused this maybe profound sense of loss and grief here. But it's interesting in this card, you can kind of see this woman's heart chakra is sort of being opened with all this green light. So it's almost as if this separation, or maybe this loss, has kind of cracked them open. This grief has sort of enlightened them and taught them a lot. Maybe taught them to let go of these facades, because they're kind of seeing now how these facades are maybe what kept you guys apart. That they kind of caused their own pain through you know, hiding their feelings. It's like it's like I'm hearing like self-betrayal. All right, so let's get some more messages from this oracle deck too. All right, so what does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from their heart? We have transformation, travel. What does pile one's person want to tell pile one from the heart? We have the honoring path and increase. Okay, so what am I getting here? So with the transformation, that is like the death card. So yeah, I feel like your person is going through an inner transformation. They definitely want you to know that. Also with this increase energy, this is sort of like, I'm hearing like your person is sort of shifting maybe out of a lack mentality, which could have been causing a lot of problems. It could have just been your person's own, again, mental health stuff, perception on life in general may have been very negative. And so it's like they're starting to see things in a more positive light. I feel like they're also starting to see this connection in a more positive light. And with this travel energy, this could literally be travel, if that makes sense for your connection. Otherwise, I feel like this is more kind of in the spiritual sense, like your person is going on an inner journey, an inner transformation. There is something shifting, and I also feel like they are leaving something behind. It's almost like they're leaving their baggage behind, is kind of what I'm getting here, their emotional baggage. This also could be leaving a karmic situation behind, or karmic patterns, kind of like I was picking up with the world. Something is coming to a close here. And then we have the honoring path. So it's like, I think your person wants you to know that they are ready to step forward on their honoring path, which I feel like is sort of maybe the path towards enlightenment or spiritual growth, or higher morality and virtue, which makes sense since the Hierophant would come out. It's like your person is wanting to, I feel like, find something deeper for themselves, find something more meaningful for themselves in life. And it's like I think this is also about them honoring you, and they want to, I think, be a better person in general. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for sure. All right, let's get some messages from them now and see what they want to say to you. What does pile 1's person want to tell pile 1 from the heart? A message from pile 1's person from the heart. We have commitment. I want to take things to the next level with you. Yeah, we saw that the King of Pentacles came out. The Empress can also represent commitment, and so can the Hierophant, actually. And the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, definitely. So they do want a commitment with you. Like I was saying, I kind of got a sense that maybe they shied away from commitment because of fear. And now they're realizing that that's actually what they really want. We have regret. I wish I could go back in time and make different choices. Yeah, see, look, 5 of Cups, I wish you were here. There's a lot of, like, wishing here, like, that things could be different between the two of you, that they hadn't maybe done certain things, they hadn't gone down certain paths, they hadn't worn that facade. We have warmth. You make me feel so happy. You are like a warm fire for my heart. So, yeah, that energy of the home, for sure. The Queen of Wands is also a very warm energy. So they are feeling and maybe a certain coldness in their heart space. I'm hearing like lack of emotional fulfillment. So this connection, I think, really opens their heart up. And I think if you haven't been in their life, I feel like there's a lot of grief, and maybe they're a little bit shut down even sometimes. Together, I want us to be together. I love being around you. So yeah, they do miss you. They love being around you. And then we have strength. I want to be strong and stand up for myself, you, and our connection. So I think that was coming out here with the Knight of Pentacles kind of energy. Is it's like they may have been scared at first. They may have been too afraid, but now they want to. I'm hearing they let certain things sway their decision making, which is interesting. It's like they weren't strong enough to maybe listen to their own heart or their own convictions. They may have let the external world or even like other parties sort of sway their decisions in regards to this, whereas now they want to really listen to themselves, because I feel like they've paid the price for that. They've paid the price for not listening to their inner voice, is what I'm hearing. All right. What does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1 right now? What does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1 right now? What does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1 right now? Our bond will never be broken, for love is the greatest force of all. Beautiful. So they're basically saying that, no matter what has happened or what they've done, you guys still have this sort of internal bond. Again, this is very deep soulmate connection energy. So this love that you guys share, I feel like, has transcended maybe a lot of turbulence in the physical world. And they still have those feelings for you. What does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1? What does pile 1's person want to say? We need to learn to love ourselves as much as we love each other. So there may have been very, very deep love that you had for this person, very deep love that they had for you, but maybe it wasn't reflected internally, which is, I mean that like maybe this person really loved you, they really idealized you, but they may have had a very low opinion of themselves. And you may also be learning to love yourself right now. So basically, people are only really able to love us at the place that they really love themselves. So if your person is unable to, look out for themselves, do what's best for themselves, be attuned to their own needs, care for themselves, it's very unlikely that they're going to be able to show up for you in a healthy manner. So I think this is their higher self saying, like, we're on this journey of self-love so we can treat ourselves and each other better in the future. What does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1? What does pile 1's person want to say? We are learning unconditional love. Yeah, and you're also learning to love each other unconditionally. I think let go of, jealousy, resentment, things like that, and sort of just have this love for each other that transcends whatever's happening in the 3D. You take my breath away and send shivers up my spine, so a lot of just powerful energy between the two of you. I feel like when you guys are around each other in the physical world, the energy may be very intense between you. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? I need to feel fully ready and confident within myself before I can approach you. Yeah, that seems to be kind of what was coming up earlier, that your person is still working on their confidence. They're still working on their self-love to feel ready to approach you. So I feel like they do want this commitment, they do want this relationship, but it's like they have to sort of nurture. I'm hearing they need to nurture their relationship with themselves first. And I feel like they're doing that. I feel like they're on the path of learning to. I'm hearing like they need to reconcile with themselves. So that could be reconciling their masculine and feminine energies. That also could be reconciliation with their own inner child. That could also be related to forgiveness of the past. I'm hearing ex-partners and their parents. So there's a lot, again, that baggage that's being released. I think that was coming up earlier. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one right now? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one right now? I can feel the passion between us building. So a lot of passion. The Empress and the Queen of Wands, very attracted to you. I've always loved you. Yeah. So they always have loved you deep down. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? I know we have a deep soul connection. I think I was picking up that they do see you as their soulmate with the Six of Cups. I will love you until the end of time. Beautiful. So again, our bond will never be broken. So this person is wanting you to definitely know that this is a very deep soul connection you guys have, and it's not going anywhere. It is sort of a permanent love that they have for you, pile one. All right, let's get a message for you from this oracle deck before we close out the reading. This one is very beautiful, but the cards are very big, and my hands are, I don't know, about the same size as the cards, so it's a bit of a struggle. All right, pile one. What does pile one need to hear right now? What does pile one need to hear right now? What does pile one need to hear? Okay. So we have the Hawk, Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So this is very, very cool. I feel like this is saying that in regards to this connection and maybe other things, you are getting a lot of messages from Spirit. So use your third eye and your psychic awareness to pick up on those, and don't doubt those intuitions when they come. Don't second guess, from the ego, we can kind of think like, did that really happen? Did I really just visualize that? Did I really see that synchronicity? And this is saying that I think, yes, you definitely are. And let yourself ascend to new heights. So, maybe you're releasing a lot at this time as well. Beautiful. And the swans, which is, of course, a sign of soulmates and commitment, which is really sweet. You can see I have the swans everywhere. Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. I almost feel like this is a message from your person here, since there are the two swans, and it says, you who glides across the waters of my soul. So I feel like that's sort of your person saying, like, you are the person that, is in my soul, that is in my heart. And they are, again, the transformation card coming, or the word transformation coming out again. So this person is, I feel like, very inspired by you and your gracefulness, your beauty, your, maybe even spirituality, and you are sort of inspiring them to ascend. So even if you're not seeing physical manifestations of it on the surface, I feel like you have been definitely a catalyst for a lot of growth within your person, and you have brought them, I feel like, a lot of, like it says, wisdom and light. And I feel like that seed that you have planted within them is going to continue to grow as they continue to, open up and maybe even, meet you on your level at some point. All right, pile one, that concludes this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love and beauty and other good things. Please take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing super well. So let's get into what your person wants to say to you from their heart. All right, pile 2. What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2 from their heart? What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2? We have the 8 of Swords. What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2? 10 of Swords. What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2? We have the Moon. What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2? King of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Death card. Very intense energy here. I feel like your person is really going through it right now. Okay, so let's see. There may have been an ending in this connection for some of you, like a breakup with the 10 of Swords and the Transformation card, the Death card. So I feel like your person is really going through some sort of inner transformation, some sort of, definitely, they want you to know that they are, I'm hearing like they're peeling back the layers of themselves here with the Moon. It's like with the Hanged Man as well, they're getting a new perspective, I think, on themselves. I think I'm also hearing like they're getting a new perspective on their actions, on their behavior. I feel like what I'm getting here was that your person was perhaps very disempowered here. They may have been stuck in some other situation, but I'm feeling like they were very stuck in their own heads. They were keeping themselves almost like as a prisoner of their own mind, of their own fears, of their own insecurities, and their own, I'm hearing like their own inner turmoil. And so that is, I think what they're wanting you to know is that that's what led to maybe the breakdown of this connection here, was because your person was very much in the kind of the victim rather than the victor energy. It's interesting that it's contrasted with the King of Wands, so it's almost like this is what they're transforming into, which is very brave, very strong within themselves, confident, feels worthy, and is very, has a strong vision of the future and can act on it. But I feel like your person was maybe very insecure, and maybe they didn't feel on your level in some way. They felt very powerless maybe in this situation or just in their life in general. Like it's almost as if I'm getting an image of like kind of like a tumultuous sea, or there's almost like a storm, and like your person just kind of like being tossed around by the waves or something like that. And I guess that would be like a metaphor for their life, or again their own internal confusion. It was like they had no they had no rudder in life. Does that make sense? Like they may have had a very weak connection to their inner self. I'm also hearing like a weak connection to their higher self, or I guess you could say like God or source or something like that. And so it left your person very confused. And so I feel like with the 8 of Cups, they want you to know that they have been going on an inner journey, sort of like a vision quest here. They've been leaving behind, kind of the world. I'm almost getting a hermit energy here. They've been maybe kind of on their own a lot, trying to heal this internal pain here with the Ten of Swords, learning these painful lessons. But I feel like it's offering them some enlightenment here, and I think they're really starting to get insight on themselves and your connection through this maybe separation that you guys are in right now, that maybe they wouldn't have gained otherwise. It's like they needed to see that they were stuck. They may have not even known that they were stuck at one point. And I feel like now they're starting to see just how, I'm hearing like just how misaligned they were with their own better judgment, or maybe their own heart, like what they really wanted. Okay, let's clarify a bit now. Definitely very intense. So you may also be going through your own sort of awakening if you feel like you guys mirror each other a lot, or you may feel this person's like profound sadness sometimes. Pile 2, if you ever feel like a wave of just like deep, like, you know, heartache or sadness, I think that you may be telepathically picking up on this person's emotions. All right, clarify the, let's see, what do I want to clarify? Clarify the transformation, clarify the death card, a message from Pile 2's person's heart to Pile 2. Clarify the transformation card, clarify the death card. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from the heart? Clarify the death card, what does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2? We have the Nine of Swords. I'm facing my shadow side and deepest fears. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been picking up here, is that there were maybe a lot of fears. There were a lot of mental health things, a lot of shadows your person maybe has been running from. And it's like with this death card, you know, this is sort of like all this anxiety, all this fear did come to a head here with the Ten of Swords. It came to, I'm hearing like a boiling point. And in this boiling point, you know, even though it's very painful, it also offers a sense of release, a sense of purification. And that's kind of, you know, what this card is showing, is it's like the heart is cracked open in this very profound way, but it kind of enables the beginning of a spiritual awakening. So I feel like that's what your person really wants you to know, is that it's almost like the breakup or the breakdown of this connection needed to happen because your person was running away from their fears, and it's almost like they had to face it, and it's almost like they wouldn't have maybe faced it without such, maybe, I'm hearing like cataclysm, happening between the two of you. All right. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Let's see, clarify the Ten of Swords. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from the heart? Clarify the Ten of Swords. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from the heart? Clarify the Ten of Swords. Oops. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, so I feel like your person really wants to return to you, and I almost feel like I'm getting that, I think it's from another oracle deck I have, but it's almost like I see the truth in this ending, and I think it's the death energy. And it's almost like this ending here has given them this clarity here of how much love that they really, I think, always had for you, Pile 2. That maybe they were running away from those feelings. They didn't want to think about them, but it's almost like maybe you walked away from them or something like that, and it sort of made them feel almost all this profound love because they realized just how much they were connected to you on the heart level. The Queen of Swords. So you may have been very honest with this person. That's kind of about, I think, setting boundaries, that energy. So you may have set boundaries with this person. I'm also hearing like it was an act of self-love. So maybe you felt like you needed to put some space and time and distance between yourself and this person for whatever reason. And I feel like they're thinking about that. Maybe they're thinking about what caused you to do that. But then we have the Three of Pentacles. I want to build a solid foundation with you. Nine of Cups. You're all I've ever wanted. You are a wish come true. And then the Page of Wands. You excite me. And the Page of Wands is definitely about exploring possibilities, you know, adventure. So they do want to, I feel like, venture back into your life, because with the Nine of Cups, they're seeing how you are their wish fulfillment. You are what they have always wanted. And I'm hearing like they were lying to themselves if they ever acted like that wasn't the case. You really were, I think, always this person's, dream here. Let's see. Clarify the Hanged Man. A message from Pile 2's person's heart to Pile 2. The Death card again, transformation. I'm going through a powerful change and transforming into a new state of being. This energy is coming up so strongly in this pile. So yeah, your person really wants you to know that they are gaining this whole new perspective on life. Maybe it's almost like they're getting a whole new perspective on just themselves, life, you, everything. They could be even having like an existential crisis, spiritual rebirth sort of situation going on. And so I'm almost feeling like they want you to know that if they come back to you or when you guys see each other again in the future, they are going to be a different person. This old person, this person that you knew, I feel like is sort of being left in the past. This version of themselves is dying to make way for, I feel like, I'm hearing like they're clearing out the clutter to make way for their higher self, or a higher version of themselves, and that's a really great message. So there's a lot of pain, but there's a lot of hope here as well for something better. I feel like in your person. Let's see. Clarify the Hanged Man. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from the heart? Message from Pile 2's person's heart to Pile 2. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from the heart? Clarify the Hanged Man. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from the heart? Ace of Wands. My passion for you lights me up inside. So they're still feeling very passionate about you. And again, they have this inspiration, maybe even. I'm feeling like they don't feel like it's over, is kind of what I'm getting from all of this. Like, it may look very over in the 3D, but I feel like for this person, this inner transformation has just awakened them to, how much you really light up their life and how much they really do want you in their life. Clarify the King of Wands. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from their heart? Clarify the King of Wands. What does Pile 2's person want? We have the Chariot and the Five of Cups. So this says, I wish you were here, I miss you so much. So yeah, a lot of sadness, a lot of regret, maybe some tears as well, feeling very, I'm hearing like also maybe disappointed within themselves for not being stronger. And then we have the Chariot. Yeah, I'm determined to pursue what I know is meant for me. And that makes sense with the King of Wands. It's like, the King of Wands really knows what they want. They're very, they're full of a lot of desire, they're full of a lot of passion. And they've set a goal and they go for it. And so I feel like that's what your person is transforming into, someone who is able to follow their heart and not just get scared and sort of like, cower away from their destiny is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get some oracle cards now and see what else is going on here, what else they want to say to you. All right, Pile 2. What does Pile 2's person want to tell to Pile 2 from their heart? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2 from their heart? We have Balance. What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from their heart? What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from their heart? What does Pile 2's person want to tell Pile 2 from their heart? Guilt and Acceptance. I also have Grief on the bottom of the deck. Kind of like the Five of Cups energy there. So what's going on here? So this is reminding me definitely of like the Justice card here. Also Temperance with the Balance. Like, I feel like this is your person saying, I think this is about them wanting to maybe balance the scales of this connection, maybe even apologize to you or make things right here. Maybe give more to you if you feel like you've always given more to this person. Maybe they're realizing that they owed you more than maybe they showed to you. I also feel like they're telling you, like, I'm hearing like homeostasis. I am coming into balance within myself, because I feel like with all this fear your person was working with in the past, like, they were very imbalanced. I'm also hearing like chemical imbalance. That could have literally even just been in their brain, stuff like that. They were out of whack, they were out of balance, and that I feel like through maybe this connection out of balance caused them to maybe do things, say things that they didn't really mean, wasn't really what they wanted. And I do feel like there is a lot of guilt here that your person wants you to know. Like, if they did hurt you, like, they're saying, like, I'm not ignorant of the fact that I hurt you. I'm not ignorant of the fact that maybe I'm hearing, like, ruined our relationship or, somehow destroyed our connection. That may resonate for some of you. They're saying, like, I'm not just I'm hearing, like, I'm not just skipping down the street, like, happy-go-lucky, like, everything is fine. Like, there is a lot of grief, there's a lot of sadness, and I think they do feel somewhat ashamed of themselves for the way that they behaved in the past, and, they're learning from it. With this acceptance, too, it's almost like they're saying, like, I have to accept the things that I've done, I have to accept that the ways that things are, and then I have to kind of forgive them and move forward. I'm hearing like it's a tough pill to swallow, which is interesting. I'm also getting with this acceptance, it's almost like acceptance of their own shadow side, integration of their shadows. Also, like, not letting the past haunt them anymore. So it has to do with all this transformation energy that they're no longer maybe holding resentment towards other people, even maybe you at times, or their exes or their family, things like that. It's like they're starting to kind of accept maybe the things that have happened in their life that have caused them, emotional pain and things like that. And so I feel like all of this is relating to this energy of balance where it's like they're kind of free now in a way to pursue what they really want, and they're not so held back by maybe a lot of just those shadows that kind of I'm feeling like were kind of pervasive and kept kind of creeping up. I'm hearing it's like your person would feel like they had gotten rid of their shadow side, or they had escaped it, or maybe they had finally freed themselves, and then they would kind of, those fears would sort of slowly creep back into their mind and kind of cause them to self-sabotage, things like that again. So it's like they've really been having to really focus in on that healing work. All right, pile 2. What does pile 2's person want to tell pile 2 from the heart? We have taking steps, and then we have deception. What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2 from the heart? Your higher self. What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2 from the heart? And transformation. How many times is transformation come out in this pile? We have it 3 times here. So Spirit really wants you to know that. They also really want you to know that. Okay, so I feel like the message is pretty clear here that your person wants you to know they're taking steps towards integrating their higher self. This is also really beautiful. We have like sort of a heart chakra awakening happening in this image. So your person is, I feel like, maybe regaining their footing on their spiritual path. They're maybe taking steps in the right direction finally. If you felt like they were kind of going down a different path, you were sort of wondering what was going on with them, I feel like they want you to know that they are starting to finally maybe align themselves with their higher self and pursue bettering themselves, pursue awakening, things like that. And then it's really great to see the deception card coming out with transformation, because there may have been a lot of deception, getting kind of 7 of Swords, self-sabotage, betrayal, things like that here. Your person may have just hidden their feelings quite a bit from you. And this is definitely coming to a close here with the transformation. They don't want to maybe deceive you anymore. This also could be about manipulation, playing games, things like that, which of course comes from an energy of like fear that you need to try to protect yourself by manipulating other people. I think your person is taking a really close look at themselves and their behavior, and they want to leave a lot of this negativity behind them. And I'm hearing like it's time for a new chapter. It's time for a new version of themselves. Time to turn the page on who they used to be, how they used to act. Let's see. All right, let's get some messages from them now. All right, pile 2. What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2 from the heart? What does pile 2's person want to say? We have warmth. You make me feel so happy inside. You are like a warm fire for my heart. So you make this person feel very happy, very warm. You bring them a lot of joy. I feel like you've even been an instrument to their own heart chakra awakening here. I feel like the feeling, the connection with you, the feeling of warmth, the feeling of love with you is very different than anything they've ever felt before. Let's see, a message from pile 2's person's heart to pile 2. We have love. I'm so deeply in love with you. And then we have, look at this perspective. I'm getting a new perspective and gaining enlightenment on this situation. And look at that, the Hanged Man, literally. So definitely, if you felt like your person was sort of blind or very confused, like maybe you felt like they didn't even really recognize how special this connection was or is, it's like they are letting you know that that's changing. And again, it's like they're realizing just how deeply in love with you they really are. I feel like how in love with you they always have been. Pile 2, what message from pile 2's person's heart? What does pile 2's person want to communicate to pile 2 from their heart? What does pile 2's person want to say? We have lessons. I'm learning profound soul lessons from you and our connection. I definitely feel that. So they may have been very painful lessons for you as well. I feel like you may also be learning a lot of soul lessons, and I'm hearing like, not all is lost. Like everything that happened is affecting your person significantly. So if there was a lot of pain and turmoil in this connection, what I'm saying is this person doesn't really regret what has happened because they're realizing that everything that happened between the two of you, despite maybe the pain, is instrumental in them ascending and actually healing finally. And then we have action. I want to move things forward with you in a positive direction. So they do want to come back to you. They do want to take action towards you. That could be about that balance energy, wanting to balance things out. And I feel like when they do come back to you, it's going to be from definitely a more ascended version here, because with the higher self, that's a great indication that they are becoming someone that you can really put your faith in and really trust. Maybe you felt like you couldn't really trust your person in the past because of that deception energy. Maybe you always felt like they were hiding things from you, or again, like playing games, and I feel like that's not who they're going to be anymore, what popped out. I'm praying your light will shine on me once more. So they are hopeful that you guys could come back together, that warmth will return to their life here. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? I'm freeing myself from all the things that come between us. Nothing can stand in the way of my love for you. So there could be karmic situations between you guys at this time, but that also could be your person's own blockages. They are freeing themselves from a lot of... Oh, interesting, we did see the Eight of Swords coming out, so they are freeing themselves from that energy. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? We have, when we kiss, time stops for a moment. This is really beautiful. So this person is, I feel like, craving physical intimacy. They're thinking about the romance and how it feels like with you, it's like you guys kind of just are in your own little love bubble when you guys are together. Let's see, we have walking away from you was like walking away from my own heart. So they may have walked away from this connection or just emotionally disconnected, and they're saying, it was like walking away from my heart because they still love you so deeply. You call to me without even having to say a word. So this person does pick up on you, I feel like, telepathically. They also just feel magnetized to you, just, I think, intrinsically. You are all I've ever wanted and better than I ever could have imagined. Didn't the Nine of Cups come out? Like, yeah, you're all I've ever wanted. So double message here that you really always have been this person's wish fulfillment. We have, my intentions are pure, I want to do right by you. And then this is interesting. I try to get you to react by doing things to get your attention because I feel insecure about your love for me. So your person may have, again, that manipulative energy, playing games, deception in the past. They may have tried to get your attention or get you to react to them to sort of make them feel more secure, but that really is just that's really just showing how unworthy they felt of you and how insecure they really were. And so that maybe is that lesson that they're learning, is that they need to not try to control love. They have to just sort of trust it and trust that it will be there, and that they don't have to do things to try to get love out of other people. All right, let's get a card of advice for you before we close out this reading. Pile 2. All right. All right, Pile 2. What does Pile 2 need to hear right now? What does Pile 2 need to hear right now? What does Pile 2 need to hear right now? What does Pile 2 need to hear? All right, so we have the Ram, Perseverance. This says, you have many gifts, no problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So there may be almost like a spiritual test you're going through. You may be going through your own individual dark night of the soul or something intense, a personal transformation. And this is saying that you are very gifted in the mind. You have the ability to persevere. And I feel like this is saying, you will reach your mountaintop, which I feel like is sort of a metaphor for enlightenment. Like you will maybe find the peace that you've been seeking. You will find the clarity you've been looking for. Just you have to kind of stick with it right now. Oh my gosh, look at this again. Another butterfly. This transformation, I feel like, is the word of this connection today. Rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliant to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So you definitely are on a journey. For some of you, maybe on some sort of spiritual journey due to this connection. This person may be like a twin flame or something like that, if you resonate with that. And so this is kind of saying that, like, if you are on this journey with this person, even if it gets really tough, it is important to love it because I feel like you are, learning such important lessons from this person, from this connection, that I feel like when you look back, again, from like that perspective at the top of the mountaintop, you'll look back and you'll see that it was really all worth it. And definitely, if you feel like it's time to sort of rebirth yourself, to reinvent yourself, time to maybe come out of your cocoon in a way to really show yourself to the world, whether if that's through like your spiritual practice or something else, I feel like this is definitely like spirits nudging you in that direction and saying like you have a lot of, a lot to give to the world, maybe from the lessons that you've learned here. And so it is worth it in the end, even if like in the very heat of the moment it seems to just be nonsensical. I feel like as you zoom out and get that greater perspective, you'll see how it was, an instrument to your development as a soul, basically. All right, pile 2, thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love and beauty and abundance and all of the good things. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. All right, bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So let's look at a message from your person's heart to you. What message that they have to you from the heart? All right, pile 3. A message from pile 3's person to pile 3 from their heart. What message does pile 3's person have from their heart to pile 3? What message does pile 3's person have? We have the Knight of Swords, the Six of Cups. What message does pile 3's person have from their heart? The Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. What message does pile 3's person have from the heart for pile 3? What message does pile 3's person have from their heart for pile 3? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? What does pile 3's person want to say? Moon, Eight of Cups. What message does pile 3's person have for pile 3 from the heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart, please? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? And the Six of Wands. Okay, so let's get into these cards, see what's going on here. All right, so I feel like your person really wants to come towards you here is what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords. They want you to know that they do want to take sort of, I'm hearing like take a risk there, because the Knight of Swords is very brave, can be sometimes very impulsive. They kind of just go for what they want. It's also about a lot of honesty and communication. So I feel like your person wants you to know that they really want to communicate with you. Maybe they really want to send you a message in the physical world, like send you a text or call you or something like that, because they're feeling very nostalgic about you here at the Six of Cups, about your connection, about the love that you guys share. This person has very sweet feelings for you here, and they want to reconnect with you. Maybe it's been a period of time, or they're just feeling this like really intense draw to you at this time, where I feel like they're feeling that you guys have this soul connection and they need to do something about it, is kind of what I'm getting here. It's like they need to give you something with the Six of Pentacles. They want to open their heart to you more, and I'm hearing they want to show you the love and the kindness and the generosity that you have shown to them. So you may have been very open-hearted with your person, very kind to them, very loving to them, and I feel that they are wanting to like reciprocate that here. They're wanting to maybe show up for you in a different way than maybe they used to. They definitely also are wanting to strengthen the connection and perhaps rebuild it here with the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like if you guys are in some sort of a disconnect here, this person wants to rebuild the connection. They want to strengthen it, especially with the Six of Cups. This could indicate some sort of a reconciliation. That's why they may want to come back here with some, some words here with the Knight of Swords, as they're feeling like it's time to reconcile with you. It's time to communicate with you. Otherwise, I feel like they just want to, if you guys are, together in some capacity, it's like they just want to continue to give their all to this connection, continue to really nurture and grow things with you. Let's see, we have the Moon and the Eight of Cups. So I'm sensing your person also wants you to know they've been doing a lot of deep reflection. So if your person has sort of withdrawn from the connection for a period of time, with the Eight of Cups here, that could be a very short period of time or a longer period of time. They want you to know that this was so that they could really discover themselves here. They could go within themselves and look at those deep emotions, spend a lot of time reflecting on who they really are as a person. And I'm also sensing there may have been some secrets in this connection as well, maybe secrets about how they really felt about you, which is why with the Six of Pentacles they may have felt like they didn't give enough to you in the past, because they may have been hiding things a bit repressed here. But I feel like part of this Eight of Cups, part of this sort of vision quest that they're going on, is they're rediscovering maybe the inner child that they repressed, their inner self that has been sort of repressed and lurking there in the background, and they're kind of taking a look at that. And all this inner work here is sort of translating to a more confident, more self-assured version of themselves with the Six of Wands. This is about sort of being, the victor of your own life, feeling really good about yourself, feeling really successful and happy. And so I think it's been important for your person to go on this sort of vision quest so that they can return to you with a lot more confidence and a lot more, I'm hearing being very self-assured. And also I think just knowing what they want in life, so that they won't bring any confusion to you or the connection. All right, let's clarify a bit now. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does Pile 3's person want to say? We have the Empress. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? And the Two of Wands. Okay, so yeah, your person is definitely planning on I feel like contacting you or making moves towards you. They're kind of right now strategizing, which makes sense with the swords. They're kind of in their head strategizing, how do I make progress in this connection? Because with the Empress, that is that undeniable attraction that they have towards you. They may feel that you are like their divine counterpart here. They feel like they are meant to come to you. They are meant to return to you even. And so right now they're sort of contemplating leaving behind maybe their comfort zone and how can I make moves to have this reconciliation or this relationship here with the Six of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups, a message from Pile 3's person's heart to Pile 3. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Six of Cups. Okay, so they're definitely not giving up on this connection is what I'm getting here. So for some of you where you are in limited contact or no contact or something like that, with the Page of Swords, they're definitely keeping an eye on you in whatever ways that they have. I feel like what I'm hearing is your person is unable to let go of you. So it's you stay in their mind, you stay in their heart, you stay sort of in their energy all the time. And even if it seems like they're not there, they are there, thinking about you, wondering about you. Because with the Sun, it's you just bring them so much pure joy and happiness and radiance. You make them feel so wonderful inside. And that's why we have the Nine of Wands, resilience. This person is still holding on to this connection. It's also they're holding on to these memories that they have with you. And I think they're also holding on to the hope of maybe a reconciliation or the two of you deepening your connection even further. It's they don't want to give up on this happiness that they felt with you here. They don't want to give up on the potential of this connection. And with the Two of Wands, they may be at a bit of a crossroads right now, and they're having to really decide, what sort of path that they follow in life. What are they going to do? Who are they going to be with? What do they really want deep down? Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Six of Pentacles. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Six of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands is it's like your person has maybe carried these very intense, very powerful feelings for you here. But with the Four of Pentacles, that's all about really, really repressing your emotions, really shoving things down, not showing your hand of cards, really being very, again, secretive. And I feel like they want you to know that it's been kind of emotionally like draining almost to carry all of these profound feelings, to carry all of these emotions, and yet show so little of these feelings. It's been very stressful. It's taken a lot of sort of like, it's almost like they're very clenched, like they've been holding on very tightly to almost like their mask or a sense of security externally, something like that. And I feel like that's why it's in contrast to the Six of Pentacles, is like the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles are almost like on the opposite end of the spectrum. This is about, the abundance mentality, more than enough love to give, more than enough money to give, things like that. And so I think what they want you to know is that they are letting go of this, having to control everything, having to control themselves, having to control their emotions so much, because there's a sort of a change going on with them with the Wheel of Fortune here. This is definitely about a shift going on within them. I feel like they're closing out maybe a karmic cycle within themselves of having to really feel in control all the time, because if you're so afraid of your own emotions, it's like, how can you ever really experience any sort of emotional freedom or true joy? And I feel like with the Sun, again, that's like that freedom energy. It's like they want to return to that here with you. They want to be free to love you also, is what I'm hearing. Give themselves permission to go be in the moment and to truly open their heart. Let's see. Clarify the Eight of Cups. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3? Clarify the Eight of Cups. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from their heart? Clarify the Eight of Cups. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Ten of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 from the heart? Clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands, the Devil card, and then Fear in reverse, which is very interesting. So what do we have here? So I definitely sense for some of you there is maybe an ending here. If there hasn't been an ending, it's more like there has maybe been a significant shift in this connection that maybe you have felt. Maybe there was a really important conversation that you guys had. So this literally, the Ten of Swords, this literally could be like the ending of this connection that has happened, or it could be more of an internal thing and you guys are still together, but take it as it resonates. So your person has learned some sort of important lesson here with the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Like maybe they had to walk away from this connection a bit. Maybe you guys had to go into separation for some of you because there was this sort of soul lesson your person was needing to really integrate, especially with the Devil card here. They may have been very much in their sort of lower vibrational version of themselves, very much like kind of like service to self, kind of, I'm hearing like an out of control ego. Their ego was maybe dominating them, maybe dominating you, maybe dominating the connection. And so it's like they had to learn to let this go is what I'm hearing. So like this is like, I'm getting an ego death energy here. So again, that doesn't have to necessarily mean that this connection has ended. It's more like your person has, I'm hearing like, yeah, it's like they've come to the end of, I'm hearing like relying solely on their ego to navigate their life, which definitely can lead to problems. So fear here in the reverse coming out, it's like letting go of a lot of those fears. It's almost like I'm getting a message that your person was so tight-fisted in this connection. They were so controlling because they were so chained by their own fears. It's almost like it was like a manifestation of how sort of like out of control that they felt and sort of discombobulated they felt internally, that they felt like they had to micromanage is what I'm hearing, and that may have led to uncomfortable feelings in the connection. And the beautiful transformation we're seeing is the Four of Wands. You are my eternal bliss, which can be a twin flame card if that resonates for you. It's like this is what they're shifting into. And the Four of Wands can kind of represent a portal or like a doorway even. It's like a gateway to something new. And so this is that marriage, that union, the two of you guys coming together for a really beautiful sort of commitment. This can be a literal marriage or more like the marriage of souls, where you guys come together fully. I was just reading about how, true love, true intimacy comes from like the union of mind, body, spirit, and like real love here. So it's kind of like you don't need to have a physical marriage to sort of like validate those feelings. But I feel like if your person was very much in a lot of fear, it may have caused blockages to the two of you connecting on all of those levels, truly becoming like one together. So I feel like through all this release that's going on, all this detachment from those lower sort of vibrational energies, this is allowing this gateway, this portal for like a victory in this connection, for the two of you guys to come together really successfully and really enjoy this union. All right, beautiful energies. Let's get some oracle cards now and see what else they have to say to you. All right, pile 3. All right, pile 3. What message does pile 3? What message does pile 3's person have for pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say? Expansion, renewal, beautiful. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? Wisdom. These are probably the most beautiful oracle cards out of this deck that have come out in this reading. And then we have self-worth on the bottom of the deck. So it's like your person working on maybe feeling really worthy of good things in their life. Anyway, so we have expansion, renewal, and wisdom. So like I was sensing here with the Ten of Swords energy, there is an ending of a cycle, and there is a really beautiful new beginning blossoming. It's like your person has learned something, they've integrated something, and now like they are coming into a lot of heightened peace and clarity here. And they want you to know that they are expanding. I feel like they're expanding their wisdom. It's like this person is sort of, I'm hearing like they're opening up their crown chakra. Like they are. I'm letting go. What I'm hearing is I'm letting go of who I thought I was, which is an interesting message. So it's almost like your person is saying that they were living a life of someone who they thought they were. They were pursuing the things that they thought they wanted. They had certain things that they thought were meaningful to them, but now they're sort of realizing through this inner transformation that who they thought they were isn't maybe who they really are. Like who they really are is more profound. It's deeper. It's also more light is what I'm hearing. And now they're starting to sort of live from that place instead of being restricted or held down by those restrictions of who they thought they were supposed to be, or who they even, like I said, who they thought that they were. So that's really beautiful. Let's get some more. And I'm hearing like you're going to really notice this behavior in your person. You're going to notice this shift. Pile 3. Sorry, let me just, okay. Pile 3. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? Dark thoughts. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say? Oops. We have stuck energy. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? Okay, honoring path. I'm going to get one more. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? The healing light. Awesome. So, what's going on here? So, yeah, I feel like with dark thoughts playing it safe and stuck energy, I think that was kind of what I was feeling here with the Four of Pentacles, is definitely that energy of playing it safe, very stuck. I feel like your person is letting you know that they were sort of ruled by fear. So if you felt like they were like this person here sitting there with this broken down car, not making any movements, not taking any action, or you were kind of wondering about, like, what direction this connection was really taking. I think they're saying that they needed to take time to face their own dark thoughts here. It's like they had to, this is almost like the energy of the moon, having to go within and really examine their own inner complexity, like this maze almost within their mind. Like they had to find their way out of this maze, out of this stuck energy that they had been in for so long. But the beautiful transformation that is happening here is the honoring path and the healing light. So I feel like through maybe conquering their dark thoughts, through examining these thoughts, they have found the right path for them, and they have begun to heal. They have begun to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I also feel like you represent that in a way to them. You may be like a guide to them, or a guru of some sort. Like you may have a very spiritual connection with this person, and they look up to you for a lot of guidance. And so I feel like this person is really realizing the path that they want to take, which involves, I feel like, honoring themselves, honoring their soul, honoring what's best for them, and I feel like also what's best for you. So definitely a lot of change going on with them, and I feel like they're getting very clear on what is the right path for them, and what is I'm hearing like what is distorted, what is going to lead them to unhappiness. Whereas I feel like this connection with you makes them feel very fulfilled inside, very connected as well, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get some messages from them now and see what they want to say to you guys. All right, pile 3. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from their heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? Oops. Okay. We'll take all of these. Actually, I'm going to get some more. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 from the heart? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Okay. So we have secrets. I hid a lot of my innermost feelings and love from you because I was scared. Yeah, I think that did come up with the Four of Pentacles. So they had a lot of deep feelings. They had a lot of love for you, but they did hide it because they were afraid. We have confusion. I've been working through a lot of inner conflict. I'm trying to find myself. And that's almost like this exact message with this Dark Thoughts card. It's like they're having to go into this maze of their own mind, and they're having to find themselves, or having to find the light. We have crush. I'm crushing on you hard. You're everything I want. So they definitely still have feelings for you. They still have a crush on you. They still desire you. We have manifestation. I'm envisioning a beautiful future for us together. So they do see, like I was saying, the light at the end of the tunnel, and that may be a life with you. That may be the relationship with you. Sadness. I miss you so much, my love. So if you guys are in separation, they are saying that they do miss you quite a bit here. Otherwise, I feel like this could be about them working through their own feelings of sadness. Maybe they also are missing like the depth of the emotional connection if you guys are together, but there's like low communication. So take that as it resonates. We have silence. I miss our conversations. The silence hurts. So again, those of you where you are in complete no contact, this person does want to, I feel like, talk to you again. And they are missing, your conversations and things like that. We have clarity. Through inner peace, I have found the truth of my soul. And balance, I want to bring balance and fairness to our connection. So this person is really finding themselves, again, with this healing light. It's like, I feel like your person is having a whole sort of awakening and starting to discover who they really are. Again, I'm trying to find myself, and I feel like they're being successful with it. And as they come into this inner balance and really figure themselves out, it's like they're going to naturally bring that energy to your connection. And then this says, change. I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm evolving into a better version of myself. So through all that's going on with this connection, this person is wanting you to know that they are going beyond maybe the stuckness that they used to have, the person that they used to be. I think wasn't I channeling that message from your person? Like they're letting go of who they thought they were now. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Oops. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Okay, I'm freeing my mind from illusion. That's really positive. So yeah, this confusion, this illusion that they were stuck in, they are releasing themselves of it. You are the treasure of my heart. Very beautiful. You are very important to this person. You activate Kundalini energy within me, so very, very profound spiritual connection here. I feel like you really awaken them physically. You also have, I want you the beauty and the pain, everything you are. So they really, I feel like, love you very unconditionally. I feel like they want to be there for you as well. Let's see, we have, there is divine light within us both, which is interesting because they're saying, through inner peace I found the truth of my soul, and maybe they're discovering the divinity that they really do have. I don't want to admit how much power you have over me, so I act overly independent to hide how deeply I feel for you. So that goes again with the Four of Pentacles, repressing those feelings to stay in control, but I feel like that's what they're having to release now. I send you telepathic messages of love, so you may really pick up on this person very strongly telepathically. And then your love is irreplaceable. I know I will never find anyone else with whom I feel such a strong and magical connection. So they really see that you are, like, again, this treasure to them, this very special person, this very sweet connection that they have with you. And they want you to know that you are not irreplaceable at all to them. And you don't need to worry about that, sort of. All right, let's get some oracle cards now to close out your reading, pile 3. Get you some advice. All right, what does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear? I'll take the links. I'll take all of these, actually. Okay, so the links. I like this card. This looks a lot like my cat. We think he's half bobcat sometimes. Keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude you will find your strength. So this may be a time where you're feeling like you just want to be alone with your thoughts, with your emotions. And this is definitely saying to do that if you feel called. And then also, nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. So this is definitely about your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that this person really loves you, that they do have all these strong feelings for you, then definitely do trust that, because you do know, the truth within you. I feel like we all have sort of a truth sensor, and if we listen to that, we will see things very clearly. White stag, protector, beautiful imagery. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So you may really resonate with being an old soul. You feel like maybe you feel different from other people in a lot of ways. So maybe if you feel like you just want to be alone in nature, that could be really good for you. And again, I think this is saying that you have this really powerful force of creation. Through your third eye, through your manifestation abilities, you can create a lot of beauty for yourself, and I feel like others as well. We have the dragonfly, more beautiful artwork. I love this deck. Magic. Interesting magic coming out twice. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. So you also are going through some sort of transformation here, and definitely embrace that and let go of the past. So I feel like that's in regards to this connection. If there is pain from the past that comes up for you, if you can try to release it and not let it hold you back anymore, that could definitely open your future up for just more true joy. It's hard to be in the moment in a really joyful, present way when we're kind of just dragged down by painful emotions of the past. So definitely, if you can do that, it's really good to work through those feelings and let them go. All right, pile 3, thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love, abundance, and beauty. Please take care of yourselves. All right, bye-bye.